Huda Boumediene, a PhD student at University of Sidi Bel Abbas, Algeria. I would like to introduce to you my contribution to Canada International Conference on Education, which is entitled Exploring the Effectiveness of Portfolio Assessment on Developing EFL Students' Reflective Writing, a case study. In teaching and learning EFL, writing is considered as the most difficult skill to be acquired, and hence assessing writing will be a complex process, especially when it comes to reflective writing. Experts of writing mainly explored viable tools to measure the development of reflective writing skills of students. Due to the weaknesses of traditional standardized testing, portfolio assessment is developed to increase writing skills. With the introduction of this new form of evaluation, considering the fact that not enough researches have been done to check the effectiveness of portfolio assessment on developing reflective writing, and as a teacher of writing, I wonder whether it can effectively help in measuring and developing EFL assessment, mainly the students' reflection in writing. The study aims to explore the effectiveness of portfolio assessment scheme in developing students' reflective writing at Ammar Tlighi University in Lagouat, Algeria. By this research, we aim to find answers to the following questions. What are the advantages of portfolio assessment stratagem? 2. What's the importance of using the writing processes? And 3. Can portfolio assessment affect positively on the EFL learners' reflective writing? Our presentation starts by a definition of the concepts of both portfolio assessment and reflective writing, then the statement of the problem, and then the research methodology, and at last results and interpretations, and finally conclusion. Reflection is the process that provides an opportunity for students to be able to evaluate their own work and think about what they are doing for taking charge of their growth and development. Reflective writing is a means of capturing the thought and experiences in journals, diaries, and blogs, or different forms. Portfolio is a collection of learners' works over a period of time. It is used for evaluating learners' abilities and progress through or long a period of time. Therefore, we address these problems. The learners demonstrate poor level in reflective writing. EFL learners are not aware of the writing processes. So, could portfolio assessment improve their weaknesses in reflective writing? The researcher evaluated students by giving them tasks at the end of each session, a kind of formative assessment. And at the end of the program, the teacher applied the writing test in general, which is a summative assessment. The task involves that they write about reflective themes, and at the same time, they should fill in the reflection sheets. In an attempt to answer the research questions, we are going to test the effectiveness of portfolio assessment in reflective writing skills through an experimental study taking the second year university students of English at Ammar Tlighi Lagouat University as a sample. This practical part consists of 3 tools: pre-post writing test, and self-reporting questionnaire about writing processes. The results are as follows. Figure 1 shows that from the comparison between the total number of mistakes of participants in the pre-test and post-test, we noticed that they had been reduced, the mistakes have been reduced from the pre-test to post-test. As an illustration, M1 was reduced from 842 in the pre-test to be only 494 in post-test, while M2 was found 313 times in the pre-test, was found only 150 times in the post-test. And we interpret this reduction as they practice a lot and write freely. Thanks to the portfolio assessment, they learn many terms and they start giving more attention to correctness. And after comparing the two tests, we come up with this result that portfolio assessment has a positive effect on developing reflective writing among EFL learners. The participants are able to correct their mistakes and improve their writing skills in general and the reflective writing in particular, thanks to portfolio assessment. The main concern of this research is presented in this question. It describes whether students the students reflect up in their writings and use the different processes of writing, which are planning, drafting, revising, and editing. Along with the integration of portfolio strategy, the participants become aware of the importance of using writing processes, which are planning, drafting, revising, and editing. Based on the results of the post-test, we can say that the students' reflective writing was improved after applying portfolio assessment method. Portfolio helps the students to reflect on their writing through employing the processes of planning, drafting, editing, revising, and editing. Portfolio helps the students to reflect on their writing through employing the different processes, which are neglected before experiencing the portfolio assessment. We can also feel that the student satisfaction of having more opportunities to practice writing and to express themselves freely out of any limitation, so as to improve their writing skills. As a conclusion, we can say that portfolio assessment provides students with opportunities to revise, edit, and ask for help. And they can evaluate what they have learned about learning in a reflection sheet. The reflection is due to the editing process that helps the learners to promote their learning. When managing their writing portfolio, the students become active and responsible for their learning and improve their reflective writing. Thank you for your attention.